All right. So we open the assignment 5 here. We make a 3. Let's talk about what are we gonna do here to make it work. I already provide a lot of sample code inside here, like how to install it, how to use it, and how to create web services. All the things are inside here. All right. So today we're going to do the first step. Right? Only the first step is we're gonna install the server and deploy it on Heroku. Deploy means just make it online, right? Make it online on a hosting called Heroku. So let me see. Right, this is a webmaker. Right, I already opened it and it's working fine in my browser, and it's just show you logging. Everything is working. I'm able to see everything inside it. Right, if you haven't finished this one, you're gonna have time today. Right, you can still have some time today after we finish today's lecture. Today we're gonna have a not gonna be really long here. So to create a server side, we're gonna create a new file inside your application. Right, it's going to be something listening any incoming calls. It's going to be a JavaScript file. Before that, let me mention what is Node.js. Firstly, let's create a file. Right, let's create a file. So we're gonna create a new file inside the main folder here, right? Not inside the source, not inside the public, just outside of everything, the main folder. We're gonna call it Server.js. That's because that's a server file. Let me increase the font size. Give me a second. All right.
Server.js?
Yes, server.js. That's a server file.
You make it a little bigger, I don't think Andrew can see it.
Huh? Right. So in the server.js, let's firstly try to do something like a console.log server. Right, this is a server.js. And usually when we want to run a JavaScript file, we have to connect it with the HTML file, and when we open the HTML file inside the browser to see the result. And with Node.js, we can just run this file with Node. For example, if I just open a new terminal here, I already installed Node, so I can just say Node server.js. It's gonna tell me what do I write here. Server, right? I can just server. So welcome to server side. If you just note this file's name, it's gonna tell me what I write there. It's just gonna using Node just going to run your JavaScript file for you. All right. So this is what Node can do. And no matter what we write here, like a console log or like a 1+1 or something, any JavaScript file, they can understand it and just run it like a normal browser does. So this is what all the Node can do. And so what we want to do is we want to use JavaScript to create a web service and ask Node to do an infinite loop, ask it to run it forever, keep listening any incoming calls, any incoming requests, and then be ready to give back a response. All right. We are going to using a library here. It's called Express. If you just Google Express online, Express.js. That is a Node web application framework, or like a library. It just help you to create a server. Can do what we just talked about. It can running forever and listening for any incoming request and give back a response. This is what this library does. And if you go through the get started, the guide, they just teach you how you can write it. Right, all the things here. I recommend you to read it when you have time. And I already simplify your works here. Like this is everything you need. Right, all the code inside here is everything you need. Let's copy that and explain it one by one. Copy that inside here. It's about like 50 lines. So I already put a lot of comments here, so trying to explain everything to you, and you also can get in the reference in online. So the first thing we'll do is we're using something called a require to import to import the libraries. It requires just like the import. Right? It's another way to write it. It's a traditional JavaScript way to import the libraries. Import is in the ES6, and right now is a older way to do it. So we firstly import the Express, this library we just talked about. All right, and do I actually have it? Maybe we're gonna need to use npm to install it later. But right now we're just trying to require the Express, and then we're trying to create an instance of Express library. Just give it a name called app. App is equals to Express, this function. And after that, we also need to import few libraries that can help us to create this server. One of them is called the body parser. It's going to be able to parsing any incoming data. Like if client side send us a video, send us an image, send us like any different kinds of data, the body parser library is going to help us analyze it, tell us what we have inside this incoming data. Right, this is what this library helps us to do. And I also have the HTTP and the path. They all just helps us to create the HTTP server. You can Google that if you're interested in that. You're not going to get into deep. They are almost about like the networking technology that can help you to create the server side. All right. After we installed all those libraries, import those libraries, we are going to just connecting them together. We say app. Remember, app is instance of Express. We say app the use body parser, the JSON. It means everything sending from client is going to be JSON format. Remember we talked about JSON format, it's just like a object. And then we use URL encoded, it's just required by the Express library. All those code I just directly copied from the Express. I didn't really touch them a lot, it just adding some comments. You just find all those things in the Express library. This should be changed. This should be build. Sorry, I'm gonna change it here. That was for another. It should be build here. Right. So that's just saying like the main folder. Actually, not build. Is that public or build? I think it's build. Yeah. So just the main folder is going to be used is a build folder. We're going to talk about that more later. Right now, just leave that here. And cross-origin resource sharing. This part here from line 20 to 30 about that. So this one is for security purpose. What that means is like so remember when we create our server is going to be running in another place. Maybe that's in a Facebook computer, maybe in a Google computer. So by default, you are not going to allow to send out a request to another computer. This is just required by the HTTP protocol, just like something they limited your ability to send a request to another server. And the cross here means cross-origin resource sharing. That means we just turn on that feature that allows other users to send us requests. Like I may be able to accept any other request sent out from other users, and I'm going to provide the resources. Even you are using another computer, you're not using the same computer. You can allow us to do that. For example, when we running our server, it's going to be running in the Facebook computer. And when we send out a request from this lab, send out a request to the Facebook may say, okay, you're not going to allow us to do that because this is our internal computer. You cannot use it. You cannot access any information inside it. And with this course here, you will be able to. I'm just saying, okay, I'm going to allow anyone to send out a request to me. The star here, that means. Access control allows origin. That means any origins. Is any origin you want me to turn on the feature? The star just means anything. That means everyone can send out requests to me. I'm gonna give you the response. All right, this is what we put here. And also the other things here, like things like access the control allow method. What kind of method you allow? Okay, just allow anything like get, post, put, delete. Like it means everyone will be able to retrieve information, posting, adding new information, changing existing information, or delete all the information. Those things here, just everything here just means we turn on all the features for all the kinds of users. And if you are doing a real website, you may need to change this one because you may not want everyone be able to touch your website. But right now, just leave that just for everyone open. I'm going to teach you how to modify it when we talk about security part. Right now, just turn on all the features for everyone to be use it from any computer, from any place of the world in the world. Right, just leave it like that. So that it's right. And constant port, it just creates like where we want to hosting this server. So this thing, if there is a variable called processed import, we use that. Otherwise, we're just using localhost 3100. So when we are deploying our website online, we're not going to using localhost 3100. We're going to using some other port, and we're going to implement that in the Heroku later. But when we test it with a local computer, we're just going to host it on the localhost 3100. Remember, our client, our React, is on localhost 3000, and this one is going to be 3100, right? 3100. It's just a different port. And then we just go ahead and create HTTP server, HTTP create server, and just going to be listening forever. Running forever, waiting for any incoming request. To run this one, you can just do node Server.js. Just run it. It says running on 3100. It's just going to run it forever. It's just waiting for it's not going to allow you to type anymore. It's just like the client's side. It's just listening for any incoming request. For example, I usually like to do is just I'm gonna just run it on the right. Like left side is client, server side is on the right. Node server, right, just on the right. So I have the client and server side both running. Leave both of them open. Do not touch them, because one of them is the client side is running the client side code, and the right side is just the React. The right side is a Node.js, is listening for any request you want sent. I think that's gonna work. Give me a second. Let me double check it. To test it, we may need to do something else. Let me try it. So localhost 3100. It's not going to show anything. It's going to show no such file directory because it's looking for the dist folder. This is not incorrect. This should be build folder, I believe. Yeah, let's change that. Sorry, I'm going to change that also in the assignment. And then dist should be build. This is for Angular. It's another framework. Build. Yeah.
This should be built too?
Yeah, all the dist should be built. So it's going to looking for an index folder, an index HTML file in the build folder, and of course we do not have it there. So I just changed something inside here. That means you need to restart the server, otherwise it's not going to work. You're going to have to restart it. Right. Right, just need to restart it by yourself. It's not like a React going to restart it automatically for you. In Node won't. You have to Control-C, stop it, and do a Node server again to rerun it. Right, remember that. Don't ask me like why I change it and nothing is happening, because you need to restart your server. Because it's like an infinite loop. It's running forever, and then it's, with the code you just entered. And to change it, you have to Control-C, stop it, and then just rerun it if it's anything you changed. All right.
Control-C stops it?
Yeah, Control-C is just always for cancel. You can just cancel anything. Like you can also cancel the client side, cancel like any running program. All right. So it's still not gonna work. It's still, if you just go localhost 3100, it still tell you I cannot find the index.html inside build folder, because inside here we do not have a build folder. So why do we talk about build folder? So right. So what do we have right now here? We have the client side, we have the server side, but the client side we have there, it doesn't contain the build folder. The reason for that is the build folder is only for production. Well, by production we mean when we create application, we actually create it in 2 steps. Firstly, we call that steps called development. That means we are working on that. We're just something we are developing something. And then after we finish everything, we're gonna push that into the production mode. That means okay, this product is finished. It's ready to be viewed. So all the user can see is a production version of code. The clients, the development code, they cannot see. This is something that we can feel free to mess up with, to play around with it, and then once we finish it, send it to production. And what we're gonna do here is like, okay, think about like this one is already finished. We want to send it to the production mode. And to do that, we actually have a command to do it. Let's firstly stop the client side for now. Control-C, stop it. You do not have to stop it. I just want to make sure they are on the same page. So to ask this thing, okay, I want to create a production mode. That means it's going to be called npm run build. That means build this application up. I already finished it. Run that. It takes a few minutes. So what it does, it's going to create a build folder and put everything you have inside there into build folder. Like for example, it's gonna create like we have a lot of components. They're gonna help you to compile it, make it friendly for the browser. So remember, in the React, what we write here is called JSX, right? The language we use here is called JSX. So this is a language that allows us to combine HTML and JavaScript, right? JSX, remember that? But this language itself, the browser cannot understand it. They have no idea what is JSX. I only know what is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. If you provide me something JSX, I cannot understand. So what npm run build does is going to take out all your components, all your JSX files, and compile it. Help you to transfer that into regular JavaScript and HTML code, so that browser can understand. You don't need to know how it happens. Just like they're just going to take all your compile files and analyze it and transfer it automatically for you.
Build
right?
folder, right?
Yeah, build it for you. So right now, build is finished. You can see what we have in the build folder. We have something like index.html. This is just the older one. We have have a body. We have a script. And all your components are inside those JavaScript files. For example, this one, not this one. I think it is in the static JS here. All your JavaScript files are here. You cannot read it. No one can read it because they just get rid of all the spaces inside there to minimize the size of the file. All your components are just in here right now. It just help you to transfer all your JavaScript file, your HTML into those computer JavaScript file that computer can understand. Right, all those files. See, this here, those here. Right, it's just how it works. This is how actually React works. So what do you write? You are not directly writing JavaScript file because that's gonna be annoying. You have to do like add event listener, document the curse selector, those things. React right now allows you to directly put HTML in the JavaScript, and later when you build it, it's gonna help you to transfer that automatically into the JavaScript code. Alright, so now we have a build folder, and in the build folder we also have the index.html. Let's try to restart our server. Right, cancel it, node server. And right now if I go to localhost 3100, it's going to run in my production mode of my code. Nothing gonna be different. It's still gonna working. I think, yeah. Everything is still normal, but right now we are not on 3000. It's 3100. That is a server we're running. It's a production mode. We're not running our code in the source folder. Even you delete that, everything's still gonna work because everything we have right now important is in the build folder. Those things are no longer needed. And but like don't delete that because you still need to working on that. If you delete that, you can lose it. So for example, right now if I change something, I change this like I want to still working on my page, on my user, on my widget. You can still working on that, but once you finish it, you need to do a npm run build again to update what is existing production code. So right now, if you broke the source folder, it's fine because the build folder is still working. everything you do before you do the npm run build, it won't influence anything about the production mode. Whatever you work is in develop mode. It's pretty safe. I hope that makes sense. All right, that is basically everything we need to talk today. And we are going right now. We're going to learn how to publish our website here online to make everyone can able to see it. That's nothing to do about coding, right? So it's going to be much easier.
Will we have to buy a domain name?
We will, but right now we're going to using a temporary domain. It's going to be something they provide us for free, but not going to be something so clear like the msymbol, the Heroku.com, that is a free domain. But then you have to buy another one for yourself, like www.msymbol.com, and then connect them together. Right. So right now we're going to do the first step. So we're going to using a host called Heroku. You can Google that, Heroku. It is a cloud. It's a cloud application platform. I may need to log out first because you're not going to be the same thing you see here. Let me log out. Are you recording this? It is recorded. Let me see, Heroku.com. This may be the first page you come in. You can see when you're getting into the Heroku. Something like ask you to sign up or log in. Let's go to the Heroku again. Heroku. It's Heroku, a cloud application platform. This is the page I think you can see here, right? And you can click on go ahead and sign up for free. Create an account here. Right? It's gonna ask you your first name, last name, email address, company name. Okay, just leave that empty. Role you can just put a student, and the country just United States. Languages is English, and create an account. It may also ask you to verify your email afterwards.
Oh, this is like JavaScript.
But once you finish your sign up, you're gonna see the page like that. All right, give you a few minutes. Try to see if you can finish that.
Can you write Node.js for the language?
I think they have options there for you.
There's a Ruby, PHP, Python, Node.js.
Yeah, choose Node.js. Choose Node.js.
Company name?
Fix. That's my last name.
Company name what?
Nah, just say you can leave it.
Leave that empty. Leave that empty.
Role.
Student.
Your name.
How many sites they let you get? That's the one.
Oh?
How many sites they give you?
How many sites?
Yeah, for free.
I don't think. Oh. So you need to link your credit card with it. It won't charge you, but it's going to give you unlimited size you want.
Okay.
But if you do not link your website, you only have 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think. We're going to have to link our. Actually, we do not have to. Yeah, it's fine. It's probably they have the free version, which is going to limit your bandwidth and make it slower, and also it's going to be something called sleep. It's going to sleep your website. What does it mean? Like, if there's no one visit your website for 30 minutes, you see, it's gonna put it into sleep. See, there's a Z here. That means those things are asleep. That means no one is visiting that in 30 minutes. And so what happens is that when the next person comes, it's gonna wake it up, and it's gonna be doing like a Node.js, Node Server.js again, which gonna take longer time. It won't run your application forever, because that you're using the free version, and this is a disadvantage of that. But if there's always people waiting that, it's gonna be fine.
It's always up.
Yeah, it's always up. But one problem is that it only gives you 1,000 hours per month for free. That means if too many people are visiting that, it's going to break it. It's going to shut it down. It only allows you like 1,000 hours per month. I think that's going to be enough for a small website for a month. Like I'm using for the MC website. I'm hosting that in the msymbol. You can see it here, msymbol. And this one is our MC website. 1,000 hours is enough for us, like a size of class, to visit for for a month. But if it's getting more than this size, you may have to choose some paid version. And the Heroku may not be the best choice because that's not cheap. And maybe you want to think something about AWS, Amazon AWS cloud platform that provides you the first year free. So help you to do the startup. And there's other platform we can talk about that. They're basically they're just similar. They're all similar. Just what they do just allows you to borrow a computer in their company to run your application. Yeah. All right. So once you sign up, maybe you haven't gotten into this step, but once you sign up, you're gonna see the page like this, and you won't have this application I have here. Yours gonna be fully empty. All right, not gonna have anything. And what you can do here, you can just go ahead and create a new here. Create a new app. And you can give it a name. The name cannot be duplicated, so you may not be able to create a name I already created. Others cannot using your name. Just create something you like, something like maybe WebMaker, or something like any name. M symbol, WebMaker, or maybe put the initial there, like SW, WebMaker, because just trying to make it unique so you'll be able to use it. WebMaker, I think this one is already taken. Yeah. Maker SW, any name you like, and create the name. Just create app. It's going to be look like that right now. What we're going to do is we are going to connect this with our GitHub. Right? Make sure you publish your code into the GitHub. Let me make sure I did it. So git add dot git commit -m finish server.js git push my code into GitHub. So we're going to connect the Heroku with GitHub. Right, so the coding here is published. It is sending to the GitHub already. I can close that. So here we are going to choosing in the deploy tab. We're going to choosing GitHub. Right, and they're going to ask you to sign in with your GitHub, I believe. I already signed in, so it's going to show you my name here. And then you can search for any repository names you have here. Let me make it bigger. You can search for any repository names here. The one I have it is called a WebMaker application. It's search for web. So yeah, all of them WebMaker application here. This is the one I want. So connect. We're going to connect it with it. And then you're going to see the page looks like that. All right, connect, and you can disconnect it. Do not disconnect it. And choosing a branch to deploy, we're going to choose the master branch. And we're going to enable the automatic deploy. What it does is like every time when you push your new changes to GitHub, the Heroku gonna read it and recompile. It's gonna read your latest code to update it by yourself. So you do not have to manually update it by yourself. Yeah, it's automatically updated. Right? And then we just click here. There's a button called deploy branch. Deploy the branch. And you can start and build it. You see it's reading, installing the libraries, resolving nodes, reading. Actually, maybe it's not gonna work. I think I forget to do one thing, but that's basically how we do it. Let's see if that's gonna work. It's gonna take a few minutes. It's building the master branch, blah blah blah, and the means it's running. Just give it a few minutes. I think and it's gonna install all the node modules. So like remember the code was sent to GitHub. It doesn't have the node modules folder. It doesn't have all the libraries you have there. And so when Heroku going download by itself, is it adding the 1016, 1416 packages from 812 contributors, and in 30 seconds, and then it's starting to build it for you. It's going to automatically build it for you. It's going to do the npm run build and starting to create a production mode for you. So you do not have to build it by yourself. It's going to build it for you. And build is finished, and it's going to start to running it. It basically just starts everything for you. And this is why this is going to be expensive. It's going to using if you want to use the paid version, because you do not have to worry anything. Build a success. and it's trying to compressing the files right now. Give it a second. Down, and the size I have here is 46 megabytes. Launching it. Okay, deployed to Heroku. And now if you just click the button on top, open app. I don't think it's gonna work because I think I'm missing one thing here. Let me just check it. You can also view the logs here. See if this is basically the console log. Make sure what happened here. Yeah, it's gonna do the npm start. This is what we don't want, because we do not have to do the npm start, because well, npm start is just for the client side, for the develop mode. We want to go to the production mode. So it's still gonna work, but it's gonna be super slow because it's in the develop mode. It's still gonna work. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna tell the Heroku I want to run the production mode. So to do that, let's open this application again. But it's actually also very easy. So in your application, we're gonna create another file inside here. Create another file. It's called a proc file. Be careful. The P has to be capitalized. Right? P has to be capitalized. Capitalize the P here. Right? Again, capitalize the P. Proc file. And inside here, we just can tell here. Okay. When I send this to the website, to the Heroku web, come on, we want to do a node server.js. That means Heroku. When we send this file to the Heroku knows, okay, this is a command you want me to run. You do not want me to run npm start. You want me to run node server.js.
You said proc or pro file?
Proc file, P-R-O-C file. P-R-O-C file, proc file. P has to be capitalized. And it should be web, colon, and space, node, colon, node, space, and the server.js. That means when I send it to any website hoster, it's going to run a node server.js instead of npm start. Right, just put it in the root file, root folder here. Let's do it again. So git and git commit -m ending proc file, git push. All right, so let's go back to Heroku. If you go to the overview here, you don't have to do anything. You can update it by yourself, because you update when you enable the automatic deploy, it's gonna read your GitHub update and try to start to do it by yourself. You gotta take a look of the view build progress here. It's just gonna do all the things again here. It's gonna do all the things again here. Installing the dependencies. Build the file, and then you will be able to just run it. It's installing the dependencies, and starting to build. Creating an optimized production build, compiled successfully, and it's just trying to do the last step. Almost there. Good success, compressing. Say profile declaration types web, and it knows like what to do with it. It's released, and I think build finished. You'll be able to do the open app here. And let me check the log here, view logs. It is doing node server.js, starting process with command node server.js, and your application is running here. And if you right now, if you go to this URL path, webmaker-sw.herokuapp.com, that means you will be able to see this website with any computer in the world right now. And your job today is to do the same thing. So finish your client side, server side, and then connect them together. So, so with that, your application is online, and if you just go to this address, you can visit this website with any computer, like anywhere, or even with your mobile phones. Right, it's already published. Just don't have a really good domain name. You may need to buy a domain name and then connect them together if you want to really do a website. All right. Yeah. So that's basically today's lecture. Today we just